The actor behind the role, Harry Reid, departed EastEnders earlier this year as Ben left Walford behind for Calais.Harry. Is currently starring on stage in Witness for the Prosecution and has said he's glad he was written out of the BBC soap in order to pursue other projects. Although it looks as though he could be back sooner than first thought after the actor made a surprise admission. Me and the director always said that Ben went out to Calais and he's gonna come back as Benjamin Michel with a French boyfriend, which would be quite nice. But I'll see. I am focusing 100% on Witness for the Prosecution right now, he divulged to OK Online. The 25-year-old also theorized what Ben would be up to now. He said, "We have to think of it logically. Ben had only got 10 grand because he lost the other heist money. I personally think that for him to stay in Calais would be very brave. It's not that he's not brave. He's been to prison twice, but he's in an environment where he doesn't know anyone, and he's a bit alone." Harry went on to speculate that soap legend Grant Mitchell, played by Ross Kemp, could help him out. "I personally think that if he's gonna go anywhere, he's going to go to Portugal to see Grant. Because you can get to Portugal from Calais easily," he said. "I like the idea that he's gone to see Grant, because he trusts Grant. They've got a very particular relationship. I think you go back to the time where Jay and Ben were kidnapped and Grant really helped Ben through that time. So actually, if he's not in Calais enjoying himself, checking out the local bars, I do think he'd travel back to Portugal and see his uncle." Meanwhile, it looks as though Ben's dad Steve McFadden, is in trouble after earlier this week the soap finally confirmed the death of Ben's former lover Luke Browning, Adam Astill. Luke and Ben enjoyed a brief love affair before Luke's true nature was exposed and it turned nasty. The shady businessman was last seen on screen being bundled into a back of a van by 2 armed men as Phil looked on. On Monday, Vincent Hubbard, Richard Blackwood, liaised with Detective Inspector Stefan Franklin and the policeman revealed Luke's body had been found. Stefan said, "Luke Browning. His body turned up in a canal. We understand that Mr. Browning was in a relationship with Phil Mitchell's son. But it didn't end well. Could Phil be in a spot of bother?" EastEnders continues tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One.